living like Stone Age people, and they were doing it very recently.
I always knew Joe was a couple fries short of a Happy Meal. Turns out he didn't get the toy either. Do not trust this man for your history. Let's just start here. Cahokia, the largest city north of Mexico, which back then, there was no border, and Mexicans was just more indigenous people who lived on the same continent. Like, they weren't Mexican, if you know what I mean. Anyway, population of up to 20,000 people. It was a big thing of trade. They had housing. They had, clean water. They had trade centers. They had metalworking centers. They had markets. They had they had neighborhoods, basically. They even had their own pyramid. Chaco Canyon, the place of formidable women. 800 to 1200. More than 150 settlements in one canyon. They were farmers, which if you watch that video I stitched, they won't get credit for it. They had their own trading systems. They had their own religion. They didn't leave behind any written sources, but what we have found out about them, we've done through burial archaeology, exhuming the graves and things like that, messing with stuff we shouldn't be messing with. But what we have found was they had family cemeteries and things like that. Often daughters would be buried next to their mothers and so on. And from what the burial sites tell us, women were more important than men in this society. The spiral mounds, the center of wealth and providence. When this was found, it was considered to be the King's Tut's tomb of North America. Pause and read the list of what they found. Does that sound like Stone Age people? This place ended up having a population of up to 10,000 people. This is it comparing it to other mounds and stuff that has been found. But 1450, somewhere after there, somewhere around there is when it went away. But they found evidence of trade from the Great Lakes all the way to Mexico, including metalworkings. So Joe here says they weren't farmers, they didn't ride horses, and they just roamed the plains acting like wild animals, eating buffalo and killing each other. Here's one thing that is easy to figure out though. First contact with Native Americans and people who look like us was around 1000 AD. And from that point to where we are now, 5% of Native Americans survived. And before you go blowing up my comment section, yes, everybody knows that the Native Americans, the indigenous people, had wars. No culture anywhere on this planet did not have wars. I mean, white people been killing each other since we evolved. This is Jono's World, conversation for everyone.